Hello, testing, testing. We back yet? Are we back yet? Huh. Guess there's a bit of a delay on that. Alright, stream is up. Delay's still catching up. Okay, I gotta probably move it around a bit, test the frames here. Okay, did a slight flyby. Let's see how that shows up. Alright, well, that looked just fine in terms of frames. Not so much resolution, but I think it's manageable. Yeah, okay, I guess frames are better here in this case. So long as you don't look at the screen too hard, it should be just fine. I have it scaled down to 1080, I think? Or whatever it is that's like directly underneath the 1900. Should be fine now. Alright, so what were we doing earlier? We were laying down explosives, and we tested out using like some columns here, but it didn't do it really clean. The explosions weren't very clean. So we're gonna take out these leftovers here, and we're gonna ignite that. Yeah, who watches high-res Minecraft? It's freaking block pixel game. Alright, so I think I want to place these columns closer together. I feel like there is an optimal way of laying down explosives. And then once I nail that, I'll stop testing and I'll just lay charges into the entire place, into the entire mountain. Okay. I think I'll have them like encompass a... Okay, hold on. Let's test this out. So a single block covers about a 5x5 area. So that means I want to place the blocks maybe 2 blocks in. And then 1, 2, and 2 blocks apart from each other. Well, that's going to be a lot of TNT. It's a good thing I ordered so much of it. 72. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if I'm going to be using 13 blocks of TNT per column, I might not actually have enough TNT for the mountain. But I'll get most of it. How do you get this much TNT on a multiplayer server? The answer is creeper farms, gunpowder farms, and you can AFK them. You can have mob, like normal, you know how mobs spawn in the dark? You can create conditions where you only get creepers. And as for sand, the server has some custom devices that allow for infinite sand, but also we have quite a few deserts too, so it would have also been accomplished in, you know, normal vanilla survival. Yeah, TNT. I mean, you can even get this much TNT on maybe Anarchy servers too. Alright. So this is going to be another test explosion. We'll get to the end, and I'm really, really hoping that we can take out most of, I guess, this row. And then we'll put one here, and we'll put one here, and then we can forget that. Sunny 72. And let's see, looking at the stream, it does look like everything's going fine. 65, sorry, Sunny 72. Alright guys, let's try this again. We're gonna light it from this end, we're gonna stand here and watch the fireworks. Oh, well that's some wasted TNT. Oh, okay. Well, it dug a bit too deep. But, am I happy with the leftovers? I guess I'm kind of okay with the leftovers. I really feel like there is an optimal way to do this. I don't, like, how much TNT have I used so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have used roughly 2.5 stacks out of 27. And all that I've blown up so far is this tiny chunk. So that's like 1/9, almost 1/9 of my entire supply has been used for just this. 1/9 is like more than 10%? Huh, yeah, I'm sure there is a much smarter way of doing this. So I think next, instead of doing columns, I'll just try blowing up layers starting from the top. Oh, look at all of these animals. Don't gotta worry about evacuating them or anything. Gonna see how this goes. I don't gotta worry about blowing up any nearby buildings either. Yeah, this is normally not the kind of thing that I would normally do. Oh, don't worry, Skelly. The explosions only last a few seconds. It's not like a big fireball or anything. It looks more like a dust explosion. Well, actually, dust explosions do have big balls of fire, too. We're gonna be trying a new TNT tactic here. And instead of blowing up columns, we are going to be blowing up layer after layer of rock. And I honestly have no idea if this is more effective. In fact, this might be a bigger waste of resources. And I might have to request another box. And because the server is populated by people in Southeast Asia, they might not get back to me for several hours, which means I would no longer be able to do this on stream. So I'll just be doing as much as I can, definitely as much as I can. And hopefully I don't have to clean up a bunch of messy, sporadically placed leftover blocks later. Really hoping I don't have to do immense amounts of cleanup. On one hand, mathematically, yes, there would be less blocks for me to clean up than mining the mountain entirely myself, but because it would just be so messy, it would just be so time-consuming, I guess. I think it would be. And it's daytime, so I don't think a creeper is going to explode on me and set off all the explosives around. And stream's still looking good from what I can see here. So I was meaning to stream a lot more often this week, but in addition to real life, my initially scheduled real life events, I also had some other things happen. Primarily, I went out and got my second COVID shot, which was nice. Got myself the 5G, now it's 10G, pretty poggers. And I was planning on streaming on Thursday. I got mine back. I got my shot on Wednesday, and I planned on streaming on Thursday. Yeah, 10G T-Man, but 10G T-Man felt like shit on Thursday. So, yeah, I didn't have any side effects for the first dose. It's So yeah, that's why I did not stream on Thursday. I know I didn't tell anybody that I was gonna stream on Thursday. But that's my excuse for the thing that was neither announced nor technically planned extensively. Yeah, but I felt fine on Friday. $2B2T video. Thank you. Your graciousness for my circumstances is greatly appreciated. Let's see. Big hole on 2B2T. Interesting. VTuber stuff happening on 2B2T as well. Got Hololive's Usada Pekora as an obsidian pixel art piece. Just chilling out in the sky as the largest obsidian structure on the server. Okay, well, I think I want to do this from a ranged vantage point, so I'm going to go back here, and rather than igniting it with a flint and steel, I'm going to get... Oh, got a lot of junk in my inventory. Just dump it in here. So this time, wrong chest. Okay. PvP box. And there. Got my bow. My bow is enchanted with flame. Would you take a look at that? Well, that's a lot of cubic meters of gunpowder. And so I'm gonna take my flame bow and we are gonna shoot. I did not miss. I did not miss. I can explain. Gosh darn it, I've gotta get another item. I did not miss like half a dozen times. Totally did not happen. I'm gonna be getting myself one of the server's custom items, which lets you control the trajectory of projectiles. Alright. Not vanilla. Not vanilla. Not vanilla at all. There we go. And now it's going to explode. Oh no, you can't see it. There we go. Okay, so explosions in Minecraft aren't all that interesting. Oh, the chunks weren't loading. If you go closer... Okay, but what about this side? Yay, explosions! This one's gonna start from a lot closer. Oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't get enough claim blocks to get this part of the mountain with an explosion-prone zone. Okay, so this is the result from laying out TNT flat. And I think the results are significantly worse. Because I only dug at most 2 blocks down. Yep, there's still more. But the server's protection plugins have limitations, and I apparently do not have enough resources to surpass those limitations. How do I explain claims? Essentially, on the server, you are able to create regions of protected areas where you can determine some of their attributes, which includes, like, container access, like if people can access your chests, or if explosions will turn on. By default, explosions are turned off on the server, and so I'm using these claims to turn explosions on, but I did not have enough claim blocks to claim this side of the mountain, which is why it is not exploding. Or at least it's not damaging the ground. It would damage me. I guess we're gonna have to leave that for now. Let's see. I am going to quickly look up the most effective way of laying down more... the most effective way of using TNT in Minecraft. Yeah, no splody, but at least we got... I think like 80% of the explosives that we put down. How to effectively use Minecraft TNT. This is from 9 years ago. Okay, no, we are going to reference... And this one's from 8 years ago. In conclusion, based on the patterns I've tried, the most effective pattern in terms of blocks exploded per block of TNT is 3 blasts at the same center point. Oh, well, there is an invisible traveling villager with his new alpacas. What do you trade? Trade's garbage. Alright, you're dead. Whoops. And now his pets are mine. Don't worry, this is normal. This is totally normal. If I did not kill him, he would have abandoned his animals anyways. He would have despawned and left his animals alone. So that was totally normal. Image. Okay, how about images? Me Googling things is not particularly the most interesting stream content. Am I a murderer? Well, that guy would have been an animal abuser, because he would have left his friends alone, abandoned on this mountain. Let's see. Although I guess we should escort these friends off the mountain before I further blow anything up. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. I have liberated you. You were used for commercial purposes against your will, traveling across the land for a merchant who sells literal garbage to people. But you are free. You have been liberated. I grant you access to the world, and you can do what you want with your lives. Oh. Now be free, and, yeah! Laws. But at least in the world of Minecraft, such laws do not exist, and hence I have liberated those fluffy friends. I don't know, maybe one of them's related to Gren or something. Alright, there are no particularly useful articles for how to lay down TNT in Minecraft. Which is kind of silly. You think after, like, playing the game since 2010, 2011, I would have figured out how to be a Lord of Destruction by now. But apparently this quote-unquote Minecraft god does not know how to effectively use weapons of mass destruction. Alright. Actually, at least draw, like, a line indicating the zone of which explosives are not poggers. And I guess for now we're going to continue with the column style because at least we got immediate results from that. Although I do know some things about explosives that should help in this case. If we dig down here, but instead of doing one block we do 2 blocks, we should get some slightly manipulated results. I don't need that anymore. That went a bit too deep, and it missed some parts. I feel like there is a smarter way of doing this. I really do. Like, smart enough so that I can set it up, rig the entire mountain, and blow it up in one go, and then it would be epic. Ah. Why do Minecraft explosions have to be like this? Alright. I suppose I could do the thing where I surround each TNT block with air, which means I have to make a bigger hole each time I dig these in. I'm not too hyped about that. Won't do it for this one, though. Oh, come on. Yeah. Well, what about this part? Cheapskate TNT SMH. You see, this is the part that I didn't want to deal with, which is digging out leftover blocks because the explosives couldn't do their damn job. Alright, well, there was an attempt. Probably not gonna get any better than this. Take out some leftover blocks while we're still here. How about you? You want to do your job? Boom! Hey, the cat lived! I didn't realize he was... Okay, you, go! Be free! Go far away from here. You will die if you stay. Actually, now that I think about it, a lot of animals probably died already. Wasn't there, like, a sheep around here? I think I forgot to, like, evacuate. Oh, wait, all of these animals are still alive. Oh, okay, nothing to worry about, I guess. That explains why the cat survived. I didn't think animals were explosion-proof. Huh. That is very convenient to know. You know, it's just a very convenient setup. Maybe... That did not do what I wanted it to do. Wolf versus Wither. Actually, yeah, maybe, perhaps, the wolf would win. Although, Withers in general, because of the modifications, the none-mod, totally vanilla modifications that have been made on the server, Withers are kinda easy. I think I introduced the custom hit scan weapons before, and it phases through the Wither and even through its ranged weapon and vulnerability phase. You can just, like, spam a Wither with a throwing hex with hit scan accuracy in a matter of seconds, and then it fucking dies. Did I explain why I'm clearing out this mountain? I'm not sure if I have. I'm gonna try another column here. Well, that wasn't... Yeah, there's much to be desired. Is that how you use the phrase? So much for epic explosions. Let's see. Once I expend all of my TNT, I do have another thing planned for this stream. And, yeah, we're gonna go back to the map arts. And we are going to, yeah, do some more Minecraft map art, because my auction lineup needs some padding. Well, I will take suggestions for stuff to make. Last stream, or last stream, I did get some viewer suggestions for what artwork I should be doing, and then we did it. So we made Gunter from Adventure Time. Oh, okay. No, this is an easy response as to why I am exploding this mountain. we are trying to get rid of this mountain so that we can create more paved flat area so that we can have shopping centers. Because, well, typically you won't put towers or malls on top of mountains that are, like, pointy and stuff. Yeah, that's a pretty easy explanation. Yeah. That's why we flattened out this area first, and now we're working on this. Yep. Funny enough, we do not have any shopping centers in this city, even though it's considered to be the center of capitalism and global commerce. That is all done through the casino. We don't have real brick and mortar shops anywhere yet. Sorry, hold on. Sorry. Doggo wanted to leave my room. Guess he doesn't like me. Yeah, brick and mortar shops. So I ran a survey as a council member, and I got quite a few responses gauging player interest for this city. And a lot of people said we should, well, okay, how do I say this? There was a lot of demand for expanding our commercial zone and creating spaces where people can set up their own businesses. And so yeah, I'm acting on the results of that survey, and I very much agree with the results. Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm going to stop, like, I'm going to set up more columns of TNT, but I'm not going to just give up, not give up. I'm not going to stop every time I, like, make a row of TNT. I am just going to riddle the mountain with layers of... Sorry, not layers. Yeah, I'm gonna just stab the mountain. I will stab the mountain with columns of TNT, and I will not blow them up until I use all of my explosives. Because so far, the results have been kinda lame. There. Words. Words are hard. English. English is hard. English sucks. English is a terrible language. It is widely used, but it's a melting pot of words taken from other places. It is a colonial language. It is used in colonialism, and it is the byproduct of colonialism. Which is ironic because I've invested a lot of my time into studying the English language, only to say that the only benefits are lots of people speak it, and there's a very wide, highly accessible, large library of texts that use the language. But the language still sucks. We do that. Sunny 2. Yes, me no speak good. Me no English is words hard, words bad, words not sugoi. Try spacing them 3 blocks. Oh, that's a gap. Just use all of the explosives. Don't hold back. Don't stop to think. Just let it happen. Speaking of Japanese words, the Olympics started yesterday. My parents were more into it than I have been, since they spent last night watching the opening ceremony at normal speed. Imagine not watching your videos at double speed. But yeah, they've seemed to be more invested into it than I have. But as for me, I watched, like, the opening ceremony, like, bits of it. But, hold on. Oh, I did not set my background music to loop. Hold on, there we go. But I haven't been particularly invested outside of the opening ceremony, which I just kind of zoomed through. Funny enough, I have not found the completed version on YouTube, it's all just been news sites. Yeah, I don't feel like watching it this year. I know there's a lot of sentiment against the IOC. You know, the locals are not particularly enthusiastic anymore, if they ever were. Also, I was told over a year ago that there would be anime in the opening ceremonies. Where's my goddamn anime, IOC? Yeah, it's not great. I know the situation in Japan regarding the outbreak is still in need of improvement, and that there are cases that are emerging in the Olympic villages. Is that what they call them? Olympic villages? At least there. I'm not sure. Yeah, the situation has not lessened up enough to validate the event. So yeah, there's that. Just video game music, no anime. I was promised there would be Naruto and Dragon Ball and like first generation Precure and maybe a few other characters at my Olympic ceremony, but now it's they had other stuff. They had treadmills and wood and tap dancing and yeah, they had stuff. I wonder if there were more people performing in the center than actual viewers, like, in the stadium. What do you consider your anime power level? My anime power level, I don't know what the cap is for anime power. Like, if we're talking about T-Man as, say, a character rather than a real person, he doesn't really have any powers per se. If we're talking T-Man as in the persona I've built in Minecraft across various servers, he's a big corporate guy, and on occasion he will have an army of robots. So, B? Or wait, is the power level in numbers or letters? I just gave myself a B. Yeah. But T-Man outside of T-Man outside of Minecraft is just a guy who wears a paper bag as a party gag. So that's not a very high power level outside of Minecraft. Alright, lay out some more explosives. Bakuhatsu. Oh, the anime watcher side. Okay, so, I've got, I think, let me pull up my anime list. Hold on. I can share this. I can share my anime list with the stream. Let me just prep up my browser. Hold on. can do this, yeah. Let's see, monitor settings, big monitor. Okay, so turn off Minecraft. Oh, it's tiny. Why is it tiny? Oh, that's the background. We will pull up my stats in a second. Because I have been watching airing anime for what has it been? 10 years now? Alright, we have my anime list. We have it popped up. Let's see those stats. T-Man, what the fuck have you gotten yourself into? We have 153 days of watch time. Yeah, okay, well I guess I meet the category of people you are afraid of. Yes, 633 TV series watched, 14 OVAs, 33 movies, 5 specials, 9,342 episodes across 153.55 days, with a mean score of 6.5 and a score deviation of negative 0.84. It's over 9,000! Yeah. This is why I don't have as many hobbies as I probably should for a person my age. So you can see here at the top, the shows that I am currently watching. Technically, there probably should be more. There's quite a few good shows this season, but I just don't feel inclined to pick up a lot of shows now. So I'm just gonna stick with 9 shows. A few of them are leftovers from the previous season, and a few of them definitely deserve to be swapped out for other shows that I'm not watching. But yeah, and then you have the rest of this. Some of the scores are questionable, and I did try overhauling it at one point. The vast majority of the shows were manually imported from what used to be like a notepad that I kept on my phone. I didn't give scores, but I just listed everything in alphabetical order, which really did help when I went like 4 hours non-stop just creating my database and my anime list. Oh yeah, I have quite a lot of dropped shows. 637 to 6... No, only about 30 dropped shows. Okay. And Plan to Watch is there. Yeah, alright. Well, I guess we're done with that. I'm just gonna close that. And we'll bring back the Minecraft, because I know everybody's super enthusiastic about blocks. I saved the dates. Not quite. The dates saved on the sides are their airing dates, which are registered on the site itself. I just turn it on for my list. You can toggle what information that you see and what you don't see. Since I watch most of my shows as they air, technically, yes. For most shows, it does reflect when I did watch them. On the other hand, anything that I pull from my backlog, no, it would not be accurately reflected. Yeah. Also, the fact that I do watch most of my shows as they air means that I don't feel inclined on writing down when I watched them, because it was the same day it came out, so yeah. Yeah, saving the dates of when you watch stuff. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. You know, you get to, like, keep track of your progress. What am I being DM'd about? Huh, that's odd. The embassy project was done like last week. Wonder what I'm being DM'd about. Interesting. Wouldn't be something as preposterous as the person who left the embassy plot abandoned for effectively a month complaining, would it? That would be silly. Looking through chat, not much is happening in chat, at least not in global, so I can't imagine anyone's, like, ranting about something wrong with property management, not sure. Block game drama. No, I don't really think this is so much block game drama. The recent events that I had talked about, like the whole vote and the embassy, sorry, not the embassy, the vote and the vote of no confidence and stuff. Yeah, that was like, it shouldn't have been nearly as dramatic, because if you take all the bits of roleplay aspect out, it's really just build project management. It's not really about politics, but it turned into politics because I was going up against someone who wanted to roleplay politics. Yeah. One, two, three. Okay. 70, 72. There we go. And then I think we'll go. How much do I have left? I got quite a lot of TNT left. And so this is just me doing like no brain think monotonous TNT placing work. Thought it would go by a lot faster than this, honestly. 6, 5, 7. But I think this kind of activity is great for if I just want to talk to the stream. You know, head empty work that doesn't demand too much concentration, which means you technically get gameplay, but you also get my attention. Or more of my attention. How was my day? Well, let's see. Yesterday, or last night, or rather this morning, wow, all over the place there. I went to bed at 5 a.m. testing out a new plugin addition that the staff added, which was effectively delivery drones. And I was testing that until 5 a.m., and then I woke up around 1:30, got myself something to eat, and I watched some anime. And then I started doing this. Yeah. So how's my day? My day has been very lazy, I think. That's a good way to put it. The previous day, I had quite a bit to do. Enrollment date, I had my weekly quiz. Enrollment still kind of sucks, because technically I'm a non-degree student. Still trying to get what I need for an internal transfer. And it's been slow, and it looks like might only be able to do one course next semester, so I'm probably going to be talking to an advisor on Monday. How about you guys? How has life been? Well, I guess aside from that, the day before... Wait, Friday, Thursday. Yeah, on the Thursday that I was supposed to stream but felt like shit, I did go to a games... Well, I didn't go. I attended a Discord games night with a circle of Minecraft buddies that I've known for about 10 years, but we didn't play Minecraft because none of them want to play Minecraft. There's some Gartic phone and stuff like that. A teething toy for your cousin's baby that vibrates if you bite it. Naruhodo. I'm sure your cousin's... Oh, your cousin's baby. Yes. May your cousin's baby be enthusiastically clamping down on the toy. Yes. Good stuffs. Nice little toy. Shaking babies and waving their heads around is the optimal way of boosting their intelligence. Make sure that the fluids between the brain and the skull are kept at a proper viscosity, and it enhances their defensive capabilities in the brain. Perhaps. Unlock genetic potential. Maximum intelligence. Yeah. The only reason I know that fluids exist between the brain and the skull is because I considered what would happen if you, like, made all the bones in a person's body disappear. And I was told that the person would die, but then I was like, how would the person die? They would still have all of their internal organs, right? And so part of the reason that they would die is because the brain doesn't just sit in your skull. It's suspended inside of the skull with a liquid. And so if you remove the skull, the liquid is no longer there, and your brain, like, cannot keep its shape. So, it squishes, which is something that I had never known about before. Yes, the skeleton is very important to the body. The brain pilot for your body mecha cannot function without the power of the skeleton. What? Foom, you started pissing out of your nose? What the heck, man? No, well, I assume you got your cerebral spinal fluid fixed. Huh. And you were just leaking it out of your nose? Huh. Interesting. Brain piss. Oh, so it healed on its own. That is very interesting. So we have a bit under 12 stacks of TNT left, and we ordered 27. Huh. Gotta see how far into the mountain we've gone so far. Oh boy. Yep. We are definitely going to need more. We're gonna have to order more after this. Heck, I think I'm gonna have to order double the boxes after this. I was told this would be faster. I'm beginning to think that was a lie. Okay, where was I? I think I was here, and then... You did not go to the hospital, and you became the most outstanding young man that you are today. Could have caused meningitis, which is when the tissue inside of the brain gets infected. Brain rot. Oh, you could have died. Huh. Well, being dead isn't very poggers. It's good that you lived. I take it this was like a really long time ago or something. "2019. So before COVID. And before... it was after you met me. Well, it's a good thing that you are not alivent. Not alivent. Alivent, not dead. Yes, okay, I used that right. Yeah, wait a minute. Boogers are yellow too, under the correct circumstances. You know, it's like how every other health page on Yahoo Answers tells you that you have cancer for whatever symptoms that you have. Maybe it was just your boogies. Film wasn't ready to boogie with the boogies. Boogie. Oh, so like a dark yellow, so you mean like orange? Got myself an iced tea here, just taking occasional sips as I work hard, planting explosives into this mountain that has been here since the creation of the world. As I destroy it. Is this the infamous T-Man stream? How you been, Tim? Yeah, Tim has been doing just dandy. Yeah, thanks for coming by, man. How you doing? Yeah, this is a T-Man stream, just talking and doing mundane Minecraft stuff. Yes, who the hell is Tim? This is T-Man stream. Water. Well, technically, my drink is water. It's iced tea powder mix with water. Someone brought up Tim Hortons in chat. Hey, let's talk about Tim Hortons. Have you had a Tim Hortons breakfast recently? Yeah, I figured it was you, Danny. I see you in Skelly's streams too, right? Never call me T-Man. Literally everybody else calls me T-Man, which is, you know, weird, because why would you call anyone by their gamer tag? But yeah. Okay, it's cool, it's fine. Did they change the formula? So, about Timmy's breakfasts. Like, I am not employed by Tim Hortons, but yeah, they changed their eggs. So before, it used to be that they had these flash frozen egg patties shipped to each store, and they were like yellow, like primarily yellow. So hardly any percentage of egg whites was visible, much less tasteable. And there, according to the ingredients on the packages, you would have like cheese and stuff inside, some onions, and I thought it tasted good. I didn't care about freshness. It tasted great. And also, it added variety, because I could go back and forth between McDonald's and Timmy's, and their breakfasts would taste different even though it was the same item. Like, get myself a sausage and egg on, like, an English muffin, and they would have slightly different tastes. On one hand, with the old Timmy's breakfast sandwiches, I'm not sure how to describe it. It had more of like a cheesier taste to it. And no egg white taste at all. If anything, it had more like egg yolk. And then it was like an omelet. You were eating like a small omelet inside of your breakfast sandwich. And then I'm tasting branding, yes. And then that was for Timmy's. And then so for McDonald's, if I ever had breakfast at McDonald's, the sausages were greasier and definitely had a stronger taste, which I could appreciate. And the eggs were the types that you would have egg white and egg yolk inside. And having the variation between the two brands for the exact same item was something that I was pretty satisfied with. But now, Tim Hortons, they use supposedly fresher eggs. I don't know if they crack them on site, but it's essentially the McDonald's egg. So I lost the variation in egg. All I am left with is variation in sausage. Now, is that something to be butthurt over? No, I'm not gonna, like, protest the existence of, like, Timmy's new egg. Maybe it's healthier for people. Maybe the previous one was giving people cancer. Or maybe people were abused in the process of obtaining the old egg version. I don't know. So I'm not going to, like, try to overturn this decision as a consumer. Yeah. On the other hand, well, I'm not particularly interested in switching between the two anymore because aside from the sausages, which have varying strengths, I'm not left with much variety between, like, having the same sandwich between two different brands anymore. Yeah, general food quality for Timmy's has decreased over the years. Like, I only worked for Timmy's for 2 years, and well, the food quality was fairly low to start off with. Like, most of the drinks were powder drinks or syrups and stuff. And let's see. And then by the time I left... You know, I guess the food quality didn't change so much when I was there. But enough has changed since I was gone. Yeah. Skelly Big Dick Johnson III. Is that Skelly's official name? Is that what we're rolling with? Like, I don't mind, although that's a bit of a mouthful with the big dick. Alright, so I have 5.5, less than 5.5 stacks of TNT left. And I've been going back and forth making rows of columns of TNT like some shitty 3D array. And I am not even halfway through. Maybe I should just place the material request order right now. I am opening up Discord and I am filing another materials request just right now. Let's see. IGN, Mantua, purpose of request, mountain excavation. Flattening for commercial zone. Materials requested. 2 boxes of TNT. Additional notes. 1 box was not enough. I'm a big idiot. There we go. Unmute the materials request channel. Oh yeah, the PNG. Alright, looking at chat again. PNG tuber setup is, yeah, it's been fresh. I have enjoyed it. The setup is cool, or at least cool enough. One of the first things that I considered when I started streaming, when I finally got myself a laptop that could actually stream. Okay, want to put one in here. Crispy. I've been told my overlays have been pretty decent too, so that's cool. Like, I guess I've just been sitting on a bunch of different assets that I have accumulated over the years, and I've never used them for anything like this. Like, I still make YouTube content. I've been putting out YouTube content every week. I've been able to be a little bit lazy with it, actually, because I've been using some of my VODs. But now I can use some of the resources from YouTube that I've had that would have not worked in my usual scripted or time-lapse Minecraft videos, and I can use them in stream. And it's been good, yeah. Alright. So I might want to put this closer. I wonder how much of this mountain we can actually blow up cleanly, and I just really hope, yeah. Was the whole paper bag thing originated from the one Halloween event? No, prior to the Halloween event, of which I debuted my paper bag in real life, I had actually been in possession of the paper bag at least 2 years prior. Or I think it was 2 years. Was it 2 years or 4 years? Paper bag was 2018. 5 years. 5 years prior. Or was it 4 years? Around 4 to 5 years. I had already had the paper bag as a gag Halloween item. But it wasn't part of my branding or my persona or anything. And then I just, I wore it at the Halloween event because it was a convenient outfit. But then it was really well received, and then I don't remember what was going through my head, but I ended up making it a recurring party gag. And that was also accepted. I don't know why, but it was. And then moving that onto, my social media and gaming and stuff, it just seemed more iconic than having a seemingly normal dude with a custom Ash Ketchum hat on his head. Put the hat and the bag, and now we got something. Any other paper bag people that you find? It's either they have like oversized bags, or they have nose holes, or they have sunglasses, but I have a hat. Oh yeah, public approval, letting you shape your online persona. Yep, I dig that. I dig that. And all the love and support is very much appreciated. Yeah, double lore. How many people know the lore behind the hat? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think anyone knows why I have the hat. Why do I have a black Ash Ketchum hat? Once you were a butt, but now you are no longer a butt. Yeah, the hat was always there, you never questioned it. So to sum it up, it does kind of tie back to Minecraft. Originally, my Minecraft character was a custom Pokemon trainer who always had a hat, and then so my skin variations always kept a hat because of that, and then eventually I landed on a black outfit that I liked. And then one day I was on vacation in Florida, particularly Universal Studios, and there was this kiosk selling custom hats. Now initially walking around the park, I'd see all of these people wearing them red Ash Ketchum Pokemon trainer hats. And then so when I finally got like the $35 from my mom at the time to purchase my very own souvenir hat, I asked them if I could get it in black instead of red, because I felt like that would be more of a me kind of thing. And then the guy at the kiosk was like, you want it in black, but then it won't be the original. And then I was like, yeah, it won't be the original, but it will be original. So they understood what I meant. They both, the two guys at the kiosk looked at each other and they were like, ah, okay. And then so they put the iron-on symbol on the black hat, and then I took it home, and I think it's been a really long time since then. And yeah, Poggers hat. History of T-Man. If you want to include the history of T-Man anywhere in the part of SAD, I am going to guess you will have to omit a lot of Minecraft history. Because there's like 10 years of Minecraft history that I could include in there, but it's gonna have no relevance to anything else. Am I in a SAD lore document? I don't know. Who keeps track of this? I thought it used to be you, Foom, but it's not you. So I do not know who keeps track or if they're keeping track of me. The exec team. Okay. I am not sure if they're invested into that. That's the kind of thing that I imagine they don't publicize ever. Like, if people had access to that, like, there's a few names that I have heard of but know nothing about. That I have, like, no information on. They're just names that echo from the depths of the past, but I have no information to draw upon. I don't even know who Baymax is. Have I ever seen this Baymax person? I do not remember. I don't think it was a secret, no, but it's definitely not advertised. I think I'm still registered for After Hours, and I think on one occasion, it was mentioned that something I revealed would be added to the oh, shit. Am I really out of explosives already? Alright, anyways, yeah, I was told, oh, that little bit of information you saw will be added to your profile, or something like that. So I guess it is still ongoing, or at least jokingly it's acknowledged. Some people like Baymax, means it has to be a secret, right? I am not familiar with this Baymax user. I probably will not dwell further on it if his existence is some sort of secret, but oh, okay. But hey guys, this right here is the bulk of, well, most of... You have access to the document? Okay, well, I am not surprised that I have a file. I have attracted a lot of attention. Or at least I believe I've done enough to permit attracting a lot of attention. Okay. But anyways, that aside... Hey, what are you doing here? I thought I shoved you off the mount. Oh, wait. No, animals are explosion-proof. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, this is the bulk of 27 stacks of TNT, and we didn't even get the whole mountain. And I am checking the channel now. My materials request has neither been approved, nor has it been, nor has it been fulfilled. So I guess we will not be doing any more explosions after this. We will move on to map art after this. So, this is the big explosion. I am classified as a protagonist. Interesting! That's nice. I always thought I was more of a support character. That's cool. Alright. Gonna do the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Big Minecraft explosion. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Hey, see? He lived! He took fall damage, but not explosion damage. Well, the good news is it took most of that. The slightly bad news is there's clearly some leftovers that I have to clean up. In terms of the average... Okay, yeah, so some parts of the exterior of the hill have to be chopped out with other bits of TNT. And the Y value, yeah. Yes, alright. Well, I think that was mostly a success. We're going to clean up some bits of this. I have some TNT in my apartment. Yes, Danny, I don't believe Danny has seen my high-rise apartment. The first skyscraper built in the wonderful city of Star City is owned by myself. I own the building, and I own the penthouse suite, and I have diamond floors. Quite nice. I went to check a message. I might have missed something. Oh no. Skelly, you missed the explosion. You missed the explosion that we've been building for the last half hour? Oh, look at this big-ass crater. And we confirmed that all the animals are explosion-proof. It's gonna be in the VOD, don't worry. I think VODs stay for like 2 weeks, but I have been uploading them on YouTube so that they're immortal. Skelly's not in the document. Well, that's kind of sus. Yeah. This is better. Yes, they are immortal to explosions. Here, watch. Hello, friend. Please excuse me. Look at that! He didn't flash red even once. He's at whatever health he had before. Normally it would be like insta-kill. But nope. Although I can probably still hit him. He does take fall damage, and I think other mobs can still attack him. So, with my own supply of explosives, we're gonna go around, blow up some of the leftover bits that we can. Let's see. Ah, the last one missed. Let's try that again. No explosions, we'll just knock it off with a pickaxe like some barbarian. Imagine using the highest level equipment in the game instead of blowing everything up. Ugh. Gross. Disgusting. Okay. And dirt, like, instantly goes out. We can shave off this part. This is fine. I don't mind dirt. Leftover dirt. Although I can blow it up too. Is this the same world we played on 2 years ago, Tim? Oh ho ho ho, oh, you don't know what's going on here, do you, Danny? Alright, tiny city tour. This here is the Hololive construction server, a fan server for fans of the Hololive VTuber group. I am a council member of Star City, which is made in dedication to Hoshimachi Suisei. 0th generation Hololive member, diamond in the rough, shooting star. We got modern futuristic fusion city going all about. I've built just about most of it, except that, and most of the houses, and these statues, and the battleship. But I built that casino, I built that condo, I built that condo, and I'm building some other stuffs too, good stuffs. We got a lot of people living, and we have attractions, and that's a giant comet, and there is a stadium on the other side of the river, and earlier last week we started working on an ice boat racetrack. Good stuff. Yep, so Star City is the most densely populated, most compact, fastest growing city on the server thanks to good management. And also, we are the center of entertainment, and then so at least on a weekly basis we have an auction that happens inside of the casino that I own, run, and have fully built myself. We also have gacha machines. Epic gacha machines that give me lots and lots of money, which is cool too. Can you build my house too? If you don't feel like building a house, yeah, sure, I could build you a house, but did you know if you do not have a place of residence and you do not feel like building, you can claim a free high-rise condo apartment unit for free. Get yourself your own little slice of heaven here, and you get all access to the rooftop amenities like this pool and that outdoor bar and this lounge space and this space over here, all for free. That's right, you can get yourself a free high-rise condo. It is free housing incentive. Like, what are you waiting for? You cannot be homeless in this city. It is not possible to be homeless in this city. You get a fancy condo. Epic. Okay, let me book a ticket to Minecraft land. Yes, that's right. This is a semi-public server. All you have to do is join the Discord to register your Minecraft account, and then you're in. Simple as that. It is also Bedrock compatible, which means anybody coming in with a Bedrock account will be able to play. Albeit with some limited functionality, because if you're like on mobile, then mobile controls suck. Yeah, no problem, dude. Alright, so back to the mountain. And so the whole reason that we are even exploding this mountain range in the first place is to create more room for the city, particularly for commercial use, because that was a concern from our members. That sucked. Okay. I might have to do this manually. I don't want to. Let's try this again. Hang around closer this time in case anything goes wrong. Okay, let's get that one. Take a sip of iced tea. Oh, shit. One too many fireworks there. Yeah, might as well just take all of it down by hand. Talking about Skelly doing karaoke, I think maybe a month or so ago, or maybe a bit longer than that, she was still trying to do it, so technically it's not past tense. Depending on how far back you zoom out of history and context. Aw, man, I missed the block. Alright, let's just blow up this part. How about that? How about damn apples? Okay, those apples kind of sucked. Those apples also kind of sucked. Just packing it with explosives, even though it has minimal effectiveness. Okay, that one was a lot better. Take this one out, and then after that I think I'll tackle this pillar over here. Kind of weird that it's shaped like that. Die! I didn't even trigger the other ones. No, I missed a whole cube on top. Come on, okay. This is the part that I did not want to deal with, but I have to deal with it anyway. I don't like this part. I could just pay people to do this. Like, I really could. Okay, that actually did well, except for that block over there. I'll just handle it some other time. These things happen. It's Minecraft, it's not the most intelligent game. Actually, no, people can become really smart. Get really smart with a game. Friggin' underdog block resisting both an entire barrage of columns of TNT and the follow-up attack. Like, who are you surviving for? Okay. It's always great with dirt. I think blowing up dirt is a lot more satisfying visually. It just disappears, it melts away before your eyes. I think my aim has gotten worse over time. Come on. Not much. Alright. I'll just dig out the rat. No, I wanna blow it up. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. There we go. So we do have this bit and that bit. Not sure how long I want to keep on doing this because... Hey, Rivet! How you doing, dude? Haven't seen you here yet. Welcome to the stream. Doing some Minecraft, blowing up mountains. Not in the most effective way, but we're blowing up mountains. Rivet, how you doing, dude? Still partying things up? Face reveal yet? Ah, ha ha ha. This is my face, so long as I choose it. You're good? Yeah. Still doing them DJ streams? I take it not too much Minecraft, though. Yeah, taking a break. Go figure. Even with the new update, yeah. Alright, got some of that. Working weekends for a month. Yeah. Stuff's been busy. Yeah, that's fair enough. Ooh. So yeah, I guess things are going alright for you. You got work. That's expected. I will eventually have to make adult commitments myself. I wouldn't mind making money again. That's nice. I miss money. Oh yeah. You plenty approved of the model that I chose, the IdeaPad Flex 5. And yeah, it's working great. My frames are higher. I can actually stream. That is the biggest taker from this whole experience, is that I can stream now. All right, Danny, take care. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Have fun with dinner. Shit. Yeah, biggest taker from this whole getting the laptop from Costco thing is, hey, I can stream now, which has been really great. And so friends from all sorts of different circles have been popping by, and it's been cool. It's been a great experience, because, you know, I don't get into nearly as many Discord calls as I used to, so this has been a good way to catch up with people. Did my playlist stop? Kind of, it did. All right. Let's start that again. I guess context again. Just repeatedly give context for what I'm doing. Flattening out another part so the city can expand its commercial zone. That's pretty much it. We had a shulker box of TNT, and we used it all. So now I just have the leftovers from my house, and we're taking out some sections, and then after this we are gonna do some Minecraft map art for the auction that I will be hosting in about 5 hours. Probably will not stream it because it is midnight my time, and normally it lasts 20 minutes to half an hour, so I probably don't want to stream any more after that because 1, it's late, 2, nothing really happens after that period. Alright. Come on. This is what I get for using custom hit scan weapons all the time. Gotta accommodate for trajectory and other things, but no, this is a hit scan weapon, and a one hit knocks out most things. There we go. I have been pampered. I've been pampered by plugins. Yeah, Rivet, have you well, I know you're on a Minecraft break, and you probably have other things to do. Have you looked into the new Elite Snow season yet? I've seen it. Looks kind of cool. Probably not gonna get into it. At least not right now, though, myself. It's mostly for, like, testing out... Well, not testing out. It's great for exploring the new terrain generation features, I guess. There's that. What the heck? Come on. And it didn't even blow up the one next to it. Great. Come on. There we go. Alright, only got 16 blocks of TNT, and then after that, no matter how much progress we could do or how much work is left to do, we are going to move on to the next activity. Sure, at least one or two of you by now are bored of watching me riddle things with TNT. Yeah, come on. Let's see. I am being contacted regarding auction items. I have people who are listing items on my auction in 5 hours. And they still have to get the items to me, so this guy with the DMs is hoping to get something that we arranged before. And then on Discord, I've also been contacted by a different client. Yep, tough running Minecraft City things. So that's 2 more clients and about 3 or 4 more items listed for the auction. I'll just take that back. And we got 10 blocks of TNT left. What can we do with 10 blocks of TNT? 10 blocks of TNT can, I guess, do this part. Half of this part. It won't be impressive. I will be immensely disappointed regardless of how much it accomplishes. Just place all of it down at once and hope for more than mediocre results. Another andesite block just survives. Alright, well, let's take one last look at everything we managed to accomplish today. This used to be a mountain. Now it is no longer a mountain. That's about half. Okay, fine. That was 40% of what we wanted to blow up. Looks like 30% from here, but trust me, it's like 40% of what we wanted to blow up. Yeah, that's gonna need a lot more work. Probably gonna do that either in a separate stream or off stream. So for now, I'm gonna drop off the mats that I have that I have gathered while blowing the earth to smithereens. And we are gonna move on to map art. Store all of this junk. I should probably move this in here. Get myself 2 more stacks. Alright. And what's in here again? More rocks. Oh boy, do I love more rocks. Put you away, and you. And put that away, and put that away. That, and that, and that, and that. And then dirt. Overflow dirt. Hello, overflow dirt. There we go. I'm gonna take everything out of here. Organize my stuff, and then we can head on down to my giant blank map art canvas. I think I'll keep that there. Utility, I guess that. Alright, I think we are all set to do the next part of the stream. I'm just gonna get something to drink here. Alright, we're going to be moving on to a more creative, more interesting, a more eye-catching part of the stream. As I may have mentioned a few times, we're doing a Minecraft auction, something that I've been doing on a weekly basis. And at these auctions, typically we sell off stuff that the staff may have leaked out of their inventories, build contracts, rare animals, but primarily map art. Yes, auction. The auction will be happening in 5 hours from now, which is when it normally happens. Because there are a lot of Southeast Asian players on this server. And so they love that time. It's prime time for them. Team-Man, can you see if the item is bugged? And so what we were about to do just now was create additional map arts to pad out the auction listing. It would have been a one-of-a-kind map art item. We would have destroyed the source blocks so that no one could copy it, and only the person who would get the winning bid would be able to have replication rights. Okay. But now, this person who was listing a bugged totem item for the auction is checking with me to see if something's wrong. Oh no. so the item that they were trying to sell at the auction was a bugged Totem of Undying, which happened to turn into a quarter stack. Let's see. 38. Okay. So, hold on. Gotta check if I can transport this safely. Am I gonna have to carry this item until the auction? Alright, so he's gonna test if I can keep this contained inside of an ender chest, because I do not want to carry this auction item with me. Alright, good. So, just gotta update my auction listings here. 38. Alright. With that little detour out of the way, we can start working on map art, which is a lot more interesting than blowing up a mountain really, really slowly. So, anyone in chat have any suggestions for what to draw? Because we are going to be drawing literally anything. We can draw anything on this giant blank white canvas. Preferably in black and white. Alright, that's cool. I guess we can start off. Let's see, something that's been trending recently. We are on the Hololive construction server, which means that there's a lot of weebs, and if they're not weebs, they are VTuber enthusiasts. So, on one hand, mermaids. Draw mermaids. We can do that. Oh, this just reminded me of a conversation that happened on this server's Discord a while ago. Would you rather spend the night with someone with the bottom half as a fish or the top half as a fish? So on the note of mermaids, I think we're gonna draw one like mermaid, like a normal mermaid. And then on the other side, we could have like one of those like reverse mermaids. Okay, so we're working on the shape of like the fish bottom half. I think this shape works so far. Top half of big sloppy fishes. Okay, we need UN 1 and 2 and bang. And bang. Alright, so, well, that was fast. The bottom half of the mermaid. I don't know how to draw a woman. How to draw pretty woman. That sound was an underwater drowned, aka swimming zombie. I think I start by like drawing booba. Oh no, I'm drawing Booba in Minecraft. Nobody tell Notch or he'll send Herobrine after me. Oh no no. No Booba in Minecraft. Draw man but give bobs. Perhaps. Okay, so I will give it some cups. See, it's censored. This isn't Starbucks. We can give it a bra. Okay. I think I'm gonna cut that off there. Try to bring it in. I think. All right. A woman is a man with bobs. Let's get the head. Okay, and I think we have a decent shaped head here. Gotta love art streams, right? You can create cursed shit or like interesting, mildly interesting shit. Give her a belly button, because everybody loves belly buttons. And arms. We gotta give her arms. Give it like one of them like Disney kind of like pose arms. I think this works. Oh, I missed a block or so here. How does that look? I think that came out fine. Okay. Chop this off here. There we go. That's a decent arm. Well, of course, just drawing a man with bobs might be a bit of an oversimplification, but we will roll with it for the sake of artistic concept. Good thing there are no girls on the internet. Because that would be because then I'd be in danger. Chop that off. It looks like more people are dying in chat. Probably because the staff have spawned some sort of demonic hell spawn of a custom mob again. I'm not a fan of the lowlands. I stopped going there since I last visited. Last stream was the first time I went to the lowlands. What is woman? It's a man with a womb, and they can give birth, the miracle of life. And life is poggers. At least some people think life is poggers. Okay, hair. Hair. Okay, I'm trying to think. Can I make this a fish VTuber? Because there's only, like, one mermaid VTuber that I can think of right now. Yeah, no, I'll just keep it a generic mermaid. Do I give it a nose? I give it a nose. Hey, look, it's a big titty mermaid. I will give it a little crown. And now it's Princess Mermaid. Hey! Who doesn't like a princess? Big Princess Mermaid. Under the sea. Under the sea. And so we are going to draw the reverse mermaid on the other side here. Maybe I should make it like significantly shorter. Yes. Take another sip here. Oh. It's been a week since my last stream. I'm still a novice, so the break has kind of killed any experience building physically, I guess. Okay, so what I'm thinking, we are going to have a fish head with human legs, and I'm gonna make it chonky. Yeah. Give it a big old fish mouth. Give it big old fish lips for some big old fish kissies. Who doesn't love fish kissies? If I'm lucky, maybe the normal-looking mermaid can pass as Finana from Niji Sanji En, and then I could probably farm a few hundred upvotes from there with like a screenshot of my Minecraft map art. Okay, well, this fish head is not as fat as I want it to be. I need to make it a chunker. I need to make it an absolute unit. Okay, no, chin's too big there. Give fish head tight speedo. I wasn't actually going to draw a crotch, but yeah, I can give it a speedo. I was just gonna have like it was gonna be like a dismembered fish head with legs sticking out of it, but I can definitely give it a speedo. Now that it's being put out there. Oh, I just can't get the angle right for this. I think I'll roll with it, actually. I think if I put something in for the other side, too, it will help with my visualization. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And you can get a big old fish eye. Fishy eye. Glub, glub, glub. And the shape is passable. Getting there. Yeah, okay, now it's terrible. I think what I can do, the fish eye is, I gotta give it some fins or something, actually. Let's see, fish with fins, fish with fins. What do you have there? Is that a link in my chat? Oh, okay, it appears to be a fish person, which is like a humanoid fish. I was thinking of going derpier, though. I was not gonna give it arms. Like, just a fish head with human legs coming out of it. Like, totally normal human legs. Like, I don't want this second creature to be respectable in any sort of sense. It's just gonna be like some derpy existence kind of a thing. Okay, so. Yeah, I do want to definitely widen this, widen this out a bit more. Because looking at the picture that you just sent me, yeah, definitely I want this to be more of a chonker. Bum, 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 bum. And you can give it a nice speedo. So we're gonna get some curvature, closing up this side of the head here. A fish fin. What do fish fins look like? I think they look something like this. Or is that gills? I am biased against team top half fish. Maybe. Okay. We'll give it a big majestic fin then. Over here. Nice flappy, majestic, beautiful fin. There. Oh, creepers have spawned. Oh, baby, double. Baby, triple. There. Am I biased against fish? Maybe. Alright, we wanted to give this a tight speedo, so we are going to do that. Bring it in real tight. Do I want to fill this in black? Look at me in the eye and tell me you don't appreciate a nice big slobbery kiss from a big-lipped fish monster. I mean, maybe if I got some suck from said lips instead, I don't know, but I know I won't be making eye contact during. Give him a nice black speedo. It's gonna be very flattering for him. Okay. See, maximum flattery for this big boy here. And we are going to give him the best legs. I'm talking the nicest pair of watermelon... Oh, trajectory's wrong. The nicest pair of watermelon crushing... land walkers that he has on the bottom half of his body. It's gonna be absolutely stunning and beautiful. Yeah, boy, that's what we talking about. Let's fucking go. Alright. I think I'm going to have to increase the size of the upper thigh here. So shave this off. Oh yeah. Yeah, those are some nice thighs. Good ass muscles. And now we gotta do it to the other side, but first, kill some more mobs because my gamma is turned up to 10. And the entire place is technically engulfed in darkness. So what else? Okay. Start from here and... okay. Not curvy enough. I'm not feeling this one. I think I'll bring it down earlier. Maybe a bit too much here. I mean, he's a fish, right? It's totally acceptable for a fish to crab walk. like the fish and the crustaceans, they live together underwater, and so it's absolutely natural for them to interchange or exchange bits of their own culture together. I think this has turned out fantastic. Oh, I'm gonna draw another fin on the other side here, just so that it looks like it's popping out from like there. Yeah, that should be better, so that it doesn't look like he has just one fin. Maybe if I pack it together a bit more. And then get rid of that extra bit there. Well, looking into chat just now, oh. Hello. I don't know why this person is here. A tourist, I guess. Huh. Alright, well. If they're here, there is the potential that they could copy my map art before I can fully destroy it. I have to copy this immediately. Okay, this is what we accomplished together, chat. Chat, we did this together. And it was beautiful and wonderful. But now we have to destroy it immediately. The map is saved. It is the only copy, and in order for nobody else to copy it, we must destroy all the blocks. That's how this goes. Which also lets us reuse the canvas over and over again. And double. There we go. Sorry, what I was saying earlier? Yes. Foom, you literally just described furries. Which is fine. I don't discriminate against furries. You know. Hey, a furry used to be crushing on my sister like 10 years ago. I understand furries exist. Some of my friends have become furries, I guess. Alright. Alright, so I'm just gonna have to grab something for a sec. Take like a 5-minute break or something. Just gonna hang right back, and then we will be doing more Minecraft map art. So you better get thinking on more ideas for map art. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, be back in a bit. Hopefully that break wasn't too long. Hopefully nobody died while the stream was on a little bit of a break there. But hey, we're back now. Not too much happened during the break. Took a nice piss. Also took a phone call. And we will be heading right back to the map art. Would you take a look at this baby? Just sitting in our offhand. I think it looks beautiful. Thank you again, Foom, for recommending Mermaid as the object of inspiration. So yeah, we're gonna finish taking down all of the blocks, and we can start working on our next masterpiece together. Any ideas in the chat? Anybody have any wonderful ideas to throw in? What should we draw next? I'm sure we can make something beautiful of any suggestion. Although we've done a lot of penises in the past, or rather I've done a lot of penises in the past, so nothing phallic, and if it is phallic, it better be unique. Just gotta get the mermaid tail here. I am going to have to get more map supplies though, and I am almost out of fireworks. So we'll take suggestions, and then I gotta resupply, and then we'll head back here and start cranking out the art pieces. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, we still have to name this piece. Oh, I think naming it just Mermaid isn't gonna be too inspirational. Aquatic Beauty. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna roll with. We shall name this wonderful art piece Aquatic Beauty. Right after we get some additional map supplies and fireworks. So, that should be enough. And then map stuffs. That should be good. Get some more compasses. Craft a bunch of empty maps. 11, good enough. 11's good. I can work with 11. And put the remainder there. Tuck you away so I don't accidentally use them up in the wrong location. Oh, forgot to name it. Ow. Yes, title this wonderful piece Aquatic Beauty. Aquatic Beauty by T-Man. Up for auction at the Star City Casino. I should store these away at my apartment because they clog too much space, and I don't need to set up a beacon anytime soon. Put that away. Put that away. Put that away. Alright. We've resupplied, we've decluttered. And now we continue forward. Confirming, yes, map has been cleared. Except for all the monsters. Bang. 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 Shoot them up. Stretch them out 6 feet underground. Blammo. Blammo. Kaboom. Bang. Killing every monster. With a hit scan, throwing axe, epic DPS, and I don't have to aim too hard. Death and destruction everywhere. Creepers take 3 hits though, so that sucks. Dead, 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 dead. No, there's a lot. Oh, zombie siege. I see. Okay. Dumb Minecraft mechanic, but it does make zombies a formidable opponent. Die, die, clear my canvas, let me make my art pieces in peace. Anyone else want any funny business with me? Kaboom, kaboom. Headshot. Headshot. Let's see, there's a creeper head here. Ooh, the kawaii creeper head. Creeper-san. Hello. Okay, well, as long as no more zombie... Now, there's a zombie. No more zombies or skeletons in our vicinity. Just keep the creepers. I'm fine with the creepers. Looks like we're good. Alright. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm back. Still looking for more suggestions for art pieces. Clearing out mobs, because there's a lot of mobs on the canvas. How one of my family members dated a furry. No, she didn't date a furry. A furry had a crush on her. There is a difference. Total difference. She did not reciprocate the feelings back. And on top of that, this was like 10 years ago, and he was like 20. So it was gross, and he got kicked off the Minecraft server. There, invisible spider. She is human. Yes, my sister is human. She also streams on Twitch. If you want to follow Nick_is_me, she is available. I think she's also in my channel's recommended channels list. There's just more mobs. When will it end? When will they all die? When can I make artwork? Does she stream Minecraft? Nah, but if she did stream Minecraft, it would be early game Minecraft. She's not too interested in the server that I'm playing on. Let's see. She mostly streams Valorant and Apex. On occasion, she'll play platformers, 2D and 3D. Recently, she's finished playing It Takes Two, which has been a good stream. She was streaming that with a longtime friend who I also met in Minecraft, Vermilion, previously known as Naruto Bleach 1998. He doesn't stream, but he does a true crime podcast. I do not have a link for his podcast because it is on iTunes. But if it was on YouTube, I would totally be able to grab it. Die, 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 die. Why is it not daytime yet? What is going on? I understand this entire canvas is the size of a chunk and it is completely unlit. But there shouldn't be this many mobs. There weren't this many mobs 15 minutes ago. Yes, so my sister just finished a playthrough of It Takes Two with a longtime friend of mine who I had met through Minecraft, Nate. He also does a true crime podcast with one of his coworkers. Oh, you followed my sister. I think she was streaming Apex today. No. She was streaming Valorant today. Yeah. Earlier in the afternoon. I wasn't sure if she was still going on now. Maybe she was. Well, thanks for giving my sister a follow. She has been a lot more consistent than I have with the streams. If anything, I'm probably gonna do less streams for the upcoming weeks just because of finals and stuff, but she's been very consistent. So that's been good. I do not have a link to the true crime podcast that Nate does because he does this on iTunes. And I don't have my iTunes link saved anywhere convenient. So I can't hook you up with that yet. Okay, so now that we have killed all of the undead and have littered the canvas with absolute garbage, I guess we can start working on the next piece. If there are any ideas in chat. Yeah, a bit of a stretch there. And a yawn. Stretch with a yawn. One thing that we could do here is that it's a Hololive meme that Kagai Nikki, aka overseas viewers, have this certain appearance to them where they look like this emoji. See that? This emoji. Right there. So I'm thinking we can do something with that as the prompt. Maybe like this scream, but with just that face. Maybe that'd be too complicated. Yeah, not feeling too inspired, but I do really want to crank out one more of these before tonight's auction. How about... Okay. I'll probably fetch a higher price if it's Hololive related. So, things in Hololive that have been trending recently. Hachima came back. Coco's graduation, I already did stuff to commemorate that. I think I will just do a portrait of... Yeah, I think I will really just do a portrait of a Kagai Nikki. The average overseas Hololive fan head face. Go for a bit longer here. Oh. Bring the curve in. Drastically increase. Oh, shit. And now I brought it out too far. We can patch up the lines later. Or just right now. Oh my, this, okay, that's not good. Okay, yeah, this part here, that's not good, that's not good. Give it a big oval of a head. And brought it out too far again, alright. We getting there. We getting there. And I feel more confident bringing it in from the top. Come on. There we go. Oh, it kind of caves in here just a bit too much. We're gonna chop this part off. There we go. So we got a big round head. And we will put in the big bitty eyes. Some big ol' eyes for our big ol' head. Unusually round and disproportionately black. Asymmetry will give it a little bit of a charm in and of itself. Now, if these eyes aren't filled with life, then I don't know what is. Actually, extend them this way a little bit more. And then we give him a big old nose. Big old nose. Well, now it looks a bit like Lois Griffin. But it's not Lois Griffin. Oh, I forgot to clean up this side of the circle over here. And now we gotta give him a big ol' smile. A smile, you know, just beaming pure happiness and perhaps ecstasy. We want to cut it off here. Nah, bring it in a bit more. Bring it out a bit more. There we go. Now we can build on this. We really can. Why don't we give him a neck? Give him a body. It was just gonna be a head before. He's got a neck. Let's give him a shirt. I like just a normal looking shirt. Why don't we give him some nice big broad shoulders? As nice and broad and majestic as Minecraft can permit us. And we continue bringing it out here. There we go. That's the left shoulder. Iron out the wrinkles on this side. It's a bit flat, though. This time to bring like a sense of extra dimension. There we go. Okay, so it has a body. Ooh, let's put a Hololive logo in the center. So that way you know for sure it is a fan of Hololive, and it would become more relatable, and then people at the auction will think, "Wow, this really is a picture of me." Oh, damn it. Alright, no, this was to be expected. I did not bring my trident for emergencies. It would have been much easier to get back on the canvas, but now I gotta swim. Gotta swim back to shore, where I can reach a flying position so that I can fly back. Let's do this. 1 pixel. Gotta check my messages. Alright, there we go. Maybe some lines on the sides to like indicate arms. It works. There we go. Got some arm there. Oh, it's a bit too skinny. Gotta put. Yeah, okay. So we'll build it up. What am I drawing? You made spaghetti? Wow, I wish I drew spaghetti. No, this is a picture of the average non-Japanese Hololive fan. Yes, that's right. They look like pointy-nosed emoji people. So I gave them a shirt, and I think I was going to give him glow sticks, but I guess I ran out of room. Huh. Oh. Die. Oh, right, I gotta give him ears. Excuse that little bit of noise back there. Always zombies. Why do they gotta be zombies? We didn't have this many zombies at the mountain. And I don't normally sleep, so that wasn't the issue. Get some big ol' ears on this big ol' Hololive fan. That's one ear. And we'll get another ear on the other side of his head. So that way he can listen to all of his favorite virtual YouTubers. Now, isn't that nice? Oh, right, I can make him say something. I have room on the side. I know what I'm gonna make him say. I'm gonna have him say Kusa. The best tactic for blending into a Japanese YouTube chat is to just spam Kusa. Never understood the appeal of VTubers. I mean, you're in here with me, aren't you? I'm like a pseudo VTuber. I'm a subcategory of VTuber at this very moment. I'm a PNG tuber. It's it's entertainment that isn't reliant on the appearance of the content creator, but at the same time, you still have a sense of interaction with them. At the same time, I guess, yes, 7s, well, 8s, really, and W's, yes. Yes, classic camouflage techniques. Mind-boggling. Kusa. Also, yeah, some VTubers just sound really nice. But you want to attach a face to it. Also, it feels like you're talking to an anime girl. Don't you want to talk to anime girls? Of course, I don't fit that category. Alright, well, I think we are done with this one. We will lock it in place. There we have it. Kagai Nikki. Kinda reminds me of that One Punch Man panel where it's just Saitama saying, okay. Mostly because of the shape of the head, but I'll take it. Alright. Cleanup time again, this time with an updating map. As we dodge mobs, erase our lines, chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of ass. Is that how the line goes? I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm just hearing some noises outside of my place. I just gotta check on that. Give me a second here. Sorry about that short break there. It appears the neighbors have someone looking around their backyard, so that's all I heard. Nothing to be concerned about, just slamming of some car doors. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do one more of these. Alright, got that. And now we erase the Yakuza. We're literally mowing the grass, huh? And now the head. We've slowly been working backwards with what we got here. And now we get rid of the circumference of his head. The perimeter of his head, the outline of his head. And the ears. Chop, 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 chop. It's like drawing something, but backwards. Not many art streams will show you the artist literally erasing everything that they're doing instead of grabbing a new canvas. And now we are left with the face. We wipe away this smile of purity and innocence. We cut off his oxygen supplies that he may die a slow and terrible death. And we gouge out his eyes last that he may witness every bit of horror being done to him. Oh, hold on. Chop, 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 chop. And we good. Alright. Toss out some bones. And did I leave any more blocks around? Grab some XP so that I can repair my shovel. It is the only tool that gets used up for map making here. I should keep it in shape, like a sane and responsible Minecrafter. Alright, shovel's repaired. I gotta repair this too. Actually, I can do that. So the board has been cleared once again. Maybe grab some for my pickaxe too. How did it get this bad? I'm not sure how my pickaxe got this bad today. All I did was... oh yeah, I dug holes to lay out the TNT. That's right. And I'll be waiting on approval for my next batch. And hop over here. Okay. I think I want to sort out these colors. Put all the grays in here. Nope, can't fit all the grays in there. Alright, that's cool, that works. And I do still want to keep the maps in here. Guess that's the most I can do. We'll keep the kawaii creeper head here. Toss out all this junk. And we could start a new bit of map art now. I'm still not feeling particularly inspired. Yeah, I guess 2 pieces is enough for today. Looking over my lists for the auctions, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items listed from other people, plus my 2 other art pieces. That's 8. So I guess that's enough for today for the map art. I think that was more interesting than a TNT. Although, I can't say... Hold on. Yes, take the Kusa back. Yeah, I cannot really say it was so great for the explosions part. Coming down. We shall name this piece. It is a reflection of the average player on this server. It is... This is me. Saying that sentence, looking at this image, It really does apply to most of the player base here, and it will resonate with them. There we go. Let's take a look at my 2 new masterpieces here. Take some screenshots for my own reference. Oh, I left some diamonds in here. So we got the sports jersey, we got the gaming stick. That is not up for grabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still gotta wait for additional auction items coming in. Have they been delivered yet? Oh, that's right. They have been. Interesting. We are going to leave the rest of the totems there. So, it does look like everything from the auction that was supposed to come in is here. Let's see, gaming stick check, jersey check, 2 blocks of XP check. The totems, up to 38. Perhaps not. So the 16 totems have not been delivered, but the 38 have been. Now, what is this map piece? Oh, well, isn't that cute? I think that is adorable. Wow. They did it on beige. Interesting color choice. It definitely adds variety. It is locked. Huh. And I just have to verify who sent me this again. I can't remember. Map art and the rocket. Map art and rocket. Map art and rockets. The mermaid again. Yeah, we can show you the mermaid. This wonderful masterpiece here is titled Aquatic Beauty. This piece shows the duality, the 2 forms when combining man with marine life. The possibilities are endless, but here we have split them right down the middle, horizontally, as to exhibit the features of both man and fish, but distributed differently. Equally, but all the more different. Also, the girl on the left kind of looks like the Starbucks chick. Alright, I'm gonna put that away again. Just gotta take some more notes on who is distributing what. So the username is right. So I got a lot of items listed for the auction now. That's fantastic. Oh, come on, you didn't need that long if you were gonna be taking your pants off, dude. Like what, 10, 20 seconds was all you needed? I feel like I gave you a whole minute. Alright, so that's right, and putting my diamonds away. Grab some more blocks. I've lost about half of my diamonds converting them. Well, did I really lose them though? Oh wow, someone has been making a lot of transactions. Wow, okay, looks like I got more scrap. Better luck next time, Foom. Now, I do not know what to do with the rest of these totems, so I should probably message the person. Gotta inquire with one of my clients as to what they want to do with an item that... If he want... Alright, huh. I guess I get to keep all of these for myself. And I know what I'm doing to this. Update my gacha machine and add it to the loot. This is legal. This is perfectly legal. Alright. This definitely pads out the inventory for just a bit. This is legal. This is totally legal. That's nice. Alright. We don't really have much else to do. And gotta keep a note of all this new information being DM'd to me. DM'd in full view of Twitch, but it's not like confidential or anything. And cannonball! Alright. Well, it's been a good run. We blew up 40% of a mountain. We made some wonderful pieces of art today. Oh, would you look at that? Looking good. Leaked plans to take over the Hololive server. Oh no, those were no plans. That was just auction stuff. And yeah, we did auction stuff after blowing up the mountain. I think I'm gonna wrap things up there just because my voice is getting a bit tired. And I do have to run the auction in 3.5 hours, so I do want to recover before then. Also, I'm out of stuff to do. So, everybody who showed up, everybody's still here, thank you for... Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out in this stream. Hopefully you had fun. Yeah, I'm doing these streams a bit infrequently, so, well, I would like to do weekly content for the streams. I'll try to do it probably on weekday afternoons or weekend afternoons. Not so much evening streams, which is also why I'm toning down the auction stuff. So hopefully you had fun, and yeah. Second, my OBS is messed up still. Oh well. OBS is messed up for a bit. Alright, so yeah, gonna close things off now. Thanks for watching. Let me see if I can raid anybody right now. Hello? Raids? Anybody for raids? Can we let the fun times continue on someone else's channel? No one else is playing Minecraft, so I guess we're just gonna be closing things off today. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.